Come on. Oh, word. Alright, well, we're gonna go here for just a second because I have to figure something out. Sorry, guys. Having all kinds of technical issues tonight. Give me 1 second, please. I'm actually gonna turn that down just a little. Okay. Oh gosh, that is really loud still. Trying to not blast my eardrums. Or anybody else's. It's a delicate balance. Yeah, everything seems to be tonight. Just nothing wants to work today. Anyway, welcome in everybody. I apologize for the delay. I was trying to get things with one of the bots sorted. Yeah. Was trying to get the music sorted, but it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. So for the benefit of anybody who is interested in maybe workshopping, that's completely fine. Just please know that I will not be reading anybody else's work on my stream, just as, you know, to kind of cover my own butt. I don't want to get in trouble, because that's a whole can of worms that could just make a huge mess. So I'm happy to workshop with people. However, I did have a plan on what to workshop this evening, because I think I have a reading stream. Yeah, I have a reading stream Wednesday, so I have to workshop my chapters. Oh, hold on. Is that any better? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to not, like, blast my own eardrums. I tend to use sound isolating headphones, so I don't necessarily hear everything else. Alright. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what's up with Frosty Tools. It's apparently not working. So I may have to turn on my boring shout out again. So give me just a second while I do that. I could try it again, but don't know if it'll work. So I will go to Stream Elements and turn on the other one. Give me just a second. This is why I still have it. I just turned it off. That's all. So give me 1 second. Customs. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, so for the moment, I have my regular shoutout command re-enabled until Frosty Tools decides to fix itself. So, alright, let me swap screens here. There we go. So yes, for anybody who is curious, yes, I normally would be completely fine with helping a workshop other work, other music, other stories. However, unfortunately, I have a reading stream this week, so kind of have to focus on my chapters for that. So, but I have been making a little bit of progress. Alright, so we are currently working on, I think it's chapter 11. Chapter 11. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was the case, which is why I'm not super upset about it. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, so we're back to old school shoutouts for the moment. But for the moment, that's what we've got. Yes, unfortunately, Frosty Tools, I guess, is just not working at the moment. But that's okay. I have backup commands. We're good. There we go. Alright, so I was already doing a whole bunch of work on chapter 11, so I'm just finish that, and then we can move on to chapter 12. It's been a bit of a day, so if I seem a little discombobulated, that's why. Had a lot going on today. Yeah. Yes. Well, I do try to share the love a little bit when I can, you know. Because I know that you guys put a lot of work into your streams as well. And I want to support you whenever I can. Also, oh, camera's being a pain. There we go. Yes, I'm wearing my Stay Alive shirt because I can. I'm also snagging my, there we go. I'm snagging my footstool. I'm very short, so oh, which one? Oh, the t-shirt? Yeah. Yeah, I basically stopped entering his giveaways because I have a whole bunch of his merch, so I have decided to not, but he did say that he was revamping his store quite a bit, so yeah, I have I guess you could call it it's a footstool, but I guess the correct term is a tuffet. It's a stool that has like a button in the middle to like hold everything down. So I have my feet up on that for the moment because I'm very short and my chair is too tall. So problems. Short people problems. Yes. So this is chapter 11 of Redemption. And I was actually doing some pre-work on it, so we're almost at the end. And also, if my mic is too low, I do apologize. I'm still fighting with audio levels, apparently. Oh well. Whatever. It seems to be the day for tech issues. Oh, alright. Yeah, I'm like forever fighting with it. I'm also running my AC, so that might be part of why you guys are having a little bit of trouble hearing me, because it's like ridiculous right now. The humidity just like murders me, so if you're hearing a bit of extra background noise when my mic keys, it's because I am running the AC, because I don't want to melt. So, yeah, today I'm actually editing right in the chapter so that I don't have to copy paste and do it over again. Just saves me a little bit of work. So, but I hope everybody has had an awesome weekend. I really do. Oh, yeah, okay. Because I know sometimes when my mic keys up, it'll probably pick that up. My mic is directional, so hopefully it shouldn't, but we shall see. Yeah, I'm forever fighting with volume levels because my room is so tiny that any noise in here gets picked up. It's kind of insane, and it's honestly kind of frustrating. But yeah, you know, I work with it as much as I can. So let's see. Yeah. So I hope everybody's had a good weekend. It was really nice yesterday here. We actually got a bunch of rain on, I think, Friday night, which we desperately needed. Desperately needed that. Yeah, no, I understand that struggle completely. I do. It's like forever my struggle, mainly because my room is so small. So any sound at all in here is just that much louder because there's a lot less space for it to kind of bounce around in. So ow. I didn't do my... Do I have... I do. Okay, good. The one time I don't do eye drops. Good grief. Do you guys mind if I take like a 2-minute break and do my eye drops? Swear. I'll be right back. I'm so discombobulated today. So yes, I'm going to take an eye drops break. I will be right back while I take care of that so that I can actually see and my eyes aren't burning. So I will be right back. I do apologize. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I was staring at the computer all day and then didn't put eye drops in before I started doing editing. So yeah, my eyeballs were like, no! So yeah, I try to keep eye drops on my desk, actually. I have the little single-use things. So yeah, they're really helpful. So yeah, if you do a lot of writing or anything like for work where you stare at a computer all day, definitely eye drops are your best friend. Let me tell you. So if any of you see me like rubbing on my eyes like I was, please trigger an eye drops command. Please, please, please. Because I might not realize what's going on. I'll just be sitting there like, you know. So, yes. Also, welcome in Sarah and anybody else I missed. For anybody who is new to the stream, my name is Meshla. I am primarily an audiobook streamer. I write Star Wars fanfiction. I actually used to write it cooperatively about 5 or 10 years ago. Started writing about 24 years ago with a group of friends when I was still in high school. But at this point, it's just me, so I have continued with the stories that focus on one of my main characters. Star Wars fanfiction, mainly. Actually, that's what I'm reading on stream. But I do have some kind of unfinished stories that dip into other genres, but Star Wars is kind of my home fandom, so a lot of my stories focus on that. So that's what I've been reading on stream, and that's what I do primarily in the workshop streams. Though, if I don't have a reading stream coming up and I'm doing a workshop, definitely more than happy to kind of brainstorm any content, music, stories that you guys might have and be interested in getting some feedback on. You know, it's kind of an open-ended thing. It's just this weekend is, you know, things are getting a little crazy, so I'm just doing my thing. I also alternate between reading on Wednesdays and Star Wars Old Republic on Wednesdays. That's a new thing. I used to just read every Wednesday, so last week I did a Star Wars Old Republic stream on Friday, which would normally be Wednesday, but I didn't move it. So I did Star Wars Old Republic last week, so this week will be a couple more chapters from Redemption, which is the story that we're currently reading. I believe, if my memory is correct, that I will be reading chapters 11 and 12 on Wednesday. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. But anyway, welcome into the channel. I hope you enjoy the cozy vibes. And please feel free to ask questions, give feedback. I am trying to pay attention to chat. I can actually do that a little bit more than when I'm gaming, so I am attempting to pay attention. Alright. So, just about finished with chapter 11 here. I do tend to use Grammarly because I'm having a bit of writer's block at the moment. So, but I always like to use Grammarly to help me with grammar and syntax. But as you might notice, I don't always take its suggestions. Oh, that's totally fine. I appreciate that, Sarah. Lurks are more than welcome. That's kind of what we're here for. Cozy vibes and lurks. So please feel free. Oh, it's kicking me back a bit. Okay. Yes, all the lurking. Much appreciated. This is what I'm running into with the grammar, because a lot of the stuff that I'm actually reading right now was written while I was in high school, and it was with multiple people, so just trying to make the grammar flow a little bit smoother. Oh my gosh. Typing was a thing. Got an ad break going. Alright. Oops. There we go. Alrighty. And hello there. Welcome into chat. Galactic Eclipse. Am I saying that right? Welcome in. I am just working on a chapter here. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. My name is Meshla. I am primarily an audiobook streamer. I write and read Star Wars fanfiction. I've actually started writing cooperatively about 24 years ago, and more recently I've been writing solo, kind of focusing on more of my own character stuff within that same arc. I also alternate between reading and workshops and playing some SWTOR. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I publish all of my stories on Archive of Our Own. I am a huge fan of their whole kind of reason for existence, which is to preserve fan works. That's the whole reason they exist, and I absolutely adore them as an organization. So yes, if anybody has fan fiction, fan-related works, anything like that that's fan-related, Archive of Our Own is definitely the place to be sharing that. If you're not sharing it on Twitch, but even if you are, so post it on AO3. That's my plug for AO3, because they're awesome. Yes. So welcome in. This evening I am editing a couple of chapters before I read them on Wednesday, because Wednesday is a reading stream. And so I'm just doing some editing on these because I haven't touched them in a while. Oh, I'm not... Oh, okay, so I'm not super familiar with that fandom, but that sounds pretty cool. I write primarily Star Wars fanfic, so that's kind of my genre. I did try to dabble in a couple of other genres, but didn't make a whole bunch of progress, so have wandered back to the stuff that I am more familiar with, which is Star Wars. Hey, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's kind of how fanfiction even came into being. I mean, I use Star Wars as a framework, but beyond that, it's all stuff out of my head and my friends' kind of collective brains. Started actually writing when I was back in high school, so yeah, it's been a long time. There was originally 5 or 6 of us, and at this point it's just me, so I have kind of moved on to focusing on more my own character development for a couple of my characters. So I am just kind of working through stuff. But yeah, like, as far as fiction goes, it's all headcanon to it, you know, after a certain point. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's the whole point of it being fan fiction. And that's the best part, in my opinion. So. Yes. Yeah. That's... Oh, I've never actually even heard of that. Yeah, when I started writing back in high school, I started out with Star Wars fanfiction. It was play-by-post, essentially. We were using, like, EasyBoard and Yuku, which is, man, I'm dating myself so hard right now. I'm dating myself so hard. Yeah. So yeah, play-by-post forum RP was how I started. And it just kind of evolved into this kind of creature of its own. And, you know, stories that span 24 years. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But it's what I enjoy, so. Oh, yeah, I'm not super familiar with that. I did have my stuff posted on fanfiction.net for a long time. Actually, that's where I posted it first, before I knew that Archive of Our Own existed. And I will tell you that fanfiction.net doesn't tend to have the protections for the writers that Archive of Our Own does. I actually had somebody, like, mass pull one of my stories from fanfiction.net, and, like, it was actually up on Amazon for sale, and I had to go DMCA Amazon. I was like, guys, this, no. So, yeah. Yeah, their filtering system is weird, and they don't have protections in place for the writers. Archive of Our Own is awesome because their whole purpose for existing is to preserve fan works, and they have a setting in their website where if you want to, you can set it up so that people have to be logged in and have an Archive of Our Own account to even read either all your stories or specific ones, which is actually really nice. So I actually have a good portion of my stories set that way, specifically because of what happened on fanfiction.net, with stuff ending up on Amazon for sale. So that's one of the ways that I kind of protect my work a little bit. Hey, you know what? I'm still learning stuff about AO3. Like, they're really cool. And I've had a lot of people asking me to read other fan fictions on my channel, and I'm not, like, I feel bad, but I'm not really comfortable reading other people's stuff on my channel. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. AO3 is just really, really awesome. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Welcome in, Blueberry Bean. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I write Star Wars fanfiction. So yeah, like I was saying, I've had several people, since I started streaming, ask me periodically to read other people's fanfictions, which that's cool, and I'd love to, but I don't want to open that can of worms. So I'm just like, let's just not do that. Yeah. Yeah, Archive of Our Own is absolutely fantastic for what they do for fan-created works. So if anybody in the chat has fan fictions or fan-related works of any kind that they want to kind of get out there for people to read, I definitely suggest checking them out. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually something that I'm dealing with that a little bit right now as I'm editing stuff from like 20 years ago. Oh, it makes my brain hurt. I'm just like, wait, you know, editing stuff that was written when I was in high school, you can really tell, like, with the grammar, it's a little bit, I guess, appalling is the word when I sit there and I read it and I'm just like, really wrote like that? Okay. Hey Ivory, welcome in. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, some people are interesting with that. Oh, did I not? Okay. What am I doing? Oh, Eclipse, it totally did. I understood you. Ivory, it's going well. I'm a little kind of ADHD tonight. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I feel like I'm having a little bit of ADHD this evening. Having a hard time focusing on stuff. So that's not why I'm using it that way. Yeah. I am starting on chapter 12 for editing. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine how hard that would be, depending on which finger it is. Oh my goodness, yeah. Like, that would be so frustrating. or like if I had something done to one of my fingers, like I'm an administrative assistant, so I type all day, so I can just imagine how rough that is. I hope it heals quickly and that you're not in a lot of pain. So. So I am just kind of, yeah, I'm having ADHD moments, but other than that, I'm generally okay. Yeah. Yes, I definitely hope that it's healing quickly and that you can get back to doing what you need to, Ivory. I can definitely identify with being down for the count or sick or what have you. Been there a lot, so I hope you get better quickly. Oh my goodness, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Hellish Mist and all the raiders. My name is Meshla. I am primarily an audiobook streamer. I write and read Star Wars fanfiction. Been writing cooperatively for 20 years. Well, 24 years in total. And thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. I've been writing Star Wars fanfiction for 24 years. Started out cooperatively back in high school, and at this point it's just me. So I'm continuing the stories with like my main characters. I also alternate between workshop streams, and thank you for that follow. So I alternate between reading workshops, which is what I'm doing tonight. And I also do some Star Wars The Old Republic gameplay, alternating Wednesdays with reading. So I have a little bit of variety in there. Welcome in everybody from the raid. I appreciate you. And thank you very much for all those follows. Following does get you access to some of the channel emotes, which are cute. And I do have some commands that everybody should be able to use. If you check the About panel below the stream, it should tell you which ones can be used by followers or subscribers or VIPs and what have you. Thank you for the follow, Galactic Eclipse. And thank you for the follow, Autumn Creates. Thank you so much for all those follows, everybody. I really appreciate you. Yes, go do all those post-stream things. Those are important. Go take care of yourself. We'll be here. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely good foods. Definitely go do all of those post-stream things. Post-stream self-care is really important. Make sure you're hydrating, getting food if it's time for that. In my case, taking my meds after stream or at the end of stream. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of my commands that I have on my channel are self-care. So please feel free to check them out and use them. I do also have some of them as channel point redeems, so if you are following, you can use them that way as well. You do earn points by lurking and watching the channel, so feel free to lurk away. I appreciate it. Oh. Have a good sleep, Sigma. Yes, grocery shopping is very important. Thank you for that hydrate. Go get some good sleep. And make sure you hydrate and take your meds if you need those. I am not actually very familiar with Dark Academia, I have to admit. I have heard of it, but it's not something that I'm super familiar with. Have a great evening, Sigma. Get some good rest. Hydrate. Okay. I did hydrate. I'm gonna have to actually AFK a second to get a snack, so if you guys don't mind, I'll go do that. I should probably take something before I take my meds anyway. So I'm going to AFK and do that. I will be right back. Gonna go get a snack. And we're back. Thank you for that snack redeem. I appreciate you. I always try to make sure that I have a snack before I take my meds. I will do that second hydrate in a minute, or 5, because I literally just did a hydrate, so I don't want to overhydrate. Ooh, that actually sounds fascinating, but as I said, I'm not super familiar with Dark Academia, so I unfortunately don't have any frame of reference for that, which is unfortunate. I wish I could be more help. Okay. Oh. I'm actually, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually using a browser extension to get dark mode. And it actually looks really nice on AO3. I have a custom skin, I guess it is, for my AO3. You can actually make your own or modify one that exists. I just like dark mode because it's a lot easier on the eyes, and I spend a lot of time staring at a computer at work, so that's one of the things that I do to help reduce my eye strain, actually. So if you have a job where you're spending a lot of time looking at a computer, turning everything to dark mode is one of the ways that you can help reduce your eye strain. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I will have to check that out. I was not aware of that. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Because I am constantly using dark mode on everything. Yes, I will definitely check that out. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm always looking for ways to make a dark mode better. See, this is what I mean. Like, old grammar. I unfortunately do not. I mean, I've heard of it, but that's kind of it. I guess I'm... What's the word? Focused on a couple of particular fandoms. Star Wars mainly, and then, Star Wars mainly, and then also Star Trek. Although I haven't written any stories in the Star Trek fandom. I mainly focus on Star Wars for my fan fiction writing. I am a huge fan of David Weber's Honor Harrington series. And if any of you are familiar with that, cool. If you're not, he's a science fiction writer who does essentially military sci-fi, especially in terms of the Honor Harrington series. And I actually have borrowed a lot of the concepts from that, so. I suppose you could say I'm hyperfixated on Star Wars. We're even. Oh, man. I mean, as long as it's not, like, super ridiculous. Come on. It's probably gonna be a pain. Oh, my. Oh. It will occasionally do that. Which is usually why I don't edit in here. Oh, come on. Oh, man. I have to do it all over again. Grumble, grumble. Oh, I tried. Sometimes it has fits. You know what? That's completely fine if it's what you're into. I mean, more power to you. I'm just not familiar with them at all, unfortunately. I have to say. So. That's not the way that I'm. Oh, man. I gotta do it all over again. That makes me sad. Dismiss. What? Yes. Quick ad break. Thank you for hanging out through the ad breaks. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out through that ad break. I really appreciate you. Welcome back from the ad. Alright. I ended up having to start over because my page froze. This is why I generally don't edit inside AO3. But it's okay. I didn't get too terribly far. Right. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm actually trying to read this before, you know, because it's like. Invite. All right. Yeah, right. Oh, sorry. Getting completely absorbed in what I'm doing. Alright. Okay. What? Okay. Alright. Sorry, I'm like super focus mode. Super focus mode. I'm shrimping, I know. Thank you. I'm all hunched over. It's a bad idea. Don't follow my example. ShadowCon, if you want to redeem a stretch too, that would be great. But I'm gonna do it even if you don't. Thank you for that posture check. I was slouching terribly. I appreciate you. Thank you for that posture check. Yes. Right. Thank you, Sari, for the spam protection. Alright. Well, it does appear that Frosty Tools is somewhat working again. We shall see. So sorry. An ad. Alright. Right. Welcome back from that ad break. I appreciate you hanging out and sticking it through the ad. I apologize if I'm super focused. I haven't touched this particular story in a while, so. Mm. Hmm. There. Mm. All right. There. What? Okay. Alright. Oh, actually doing pretty well as far as 10 goes. Hi, Tama. Welcome in. I am just finishing up the edits on the second chapter for Wednesday. So welcome in. Good to see you this evening. Yes, I am somewhat distracted this evening. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting sidetracked. Yes. Oh, the cozy vibes. Yes. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna go a little bit after 9 and just finish up this chapter because I'm close to the end, I think. Yes. Yes, you are hunting rabbits. I am hunting misbehaving words, so I suppose we're even. Yes, definitely rabbit season. Okay. Okay. Yes, very much rabbit season. an ad. Sorry about that. Okay. And we're back from that ad. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I'm just about done with this chapter. Right. It is 10 after 9. That's not what I want to do. Done. Alright. Swapping screens since we're done here with that. Okay. Alright. Give me just 1 second here. You know what? I'm gonna go raid Kala because she raided into my channel on Friday and I want to return the favor. So, we're gonna go say hi to Kala Kamitra. She's a crafter on Twitch and also part of Survivor Squad. So we're gonna go say hi. And the top one is for subscribers, I think. Oh gosh, my brain. I can't even remember which ones are subscriber emotes. Anyway, the second raid command should be fine for anybody who is follower of the channel. I believe that the first one has some subscriber emotes in there, so if you are a follower of the channel, please feel free to use the second one, and if you're a subscriber, you can grab the first one. And we're gonna go say hi to Kala. Let me just get this all sorted here. Let's see. Here we go. Alrighty. And okay, I'm just gonna finish getting that sorted. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry. Before I go, I did want to say thank you for everybody who came in to stream this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you, whether you're a new follower, whether you're a lurker, whether you're a regular. Thank you to each and every one of you this evening. And please, if you could accompany me on this raid and say hello to Kala, I would very much appreciate that. Have a lovely evening, and I hope you have a really good start to your week. And let's go say hi to Kala.
So I've been making this. I started making this Paddington earlier today, and the yarn that I bought turns out to be twice as big as the yarn that's for the pattern. This is what the first half of the bear's